This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Chock the front wheels. Then release the handbrake. Slacken the rear wheel bolts. Then jack up the rear of the car and support it on axle stands. Remove the rear road wheels. Slacken and remove the guide pin bolts using a slim, open-ended spanner to prevent the guide pins from rotating. Discard the bolts. New ones must be used on refitting. Lift the caliper away from the brake pads and carefully suspend it using a suitable piece of wire. Do not allow the caliper to hang unsupported on the flexible brake hose. Also avoid unwanted stress on the parking brake cable attached to the caliper when hanging it. Withdraw the two brake pads from the caliper mounting bracket. Recover the pad anti-rattle shims from the mounting bracket, noting their correct fitted locations. Prior to fitting the pads, check that the guide pins are free to slide easily in the caliper bracket, and check that the rubber guide pin gaiters are undamaged. Inspect the dust seal around the piston for damage, and the piston for evidence of fuel leaks, corrosion or damage. If new brake pads are to be fitted, it will be necessary to retract the piston fully by rotating it in a clockwise direction as it is pushed into the caliper bore. In the absence of the special caliper piston tool, the piston can be screwed back into the caliper using a pair of circlip pliers. Keep an eye on the brake fluid level in the reservoir whilst pushing the piston back and prevent any possible overflowing of brake fluid. Fit the pad anti-rattle shims to the caliper mounting bracket, ensuring that they are correctly located. Install the pads in the mounting bracket, ensuring that each pad's friction material is against the brake disc. If protected foil is supplied on the new pad's outer backing plates, remove it before fitting the pads. Slide the caliper back into position over the pads. Install the new guide pin bolts, tightening them to the specified torque setting while retaining the guide pin with an open-ended spanner. Depress the brake pedal repeatedly until the pads are pressed into firm contact with the brake disc and normal, non-assisted pedal pressure is restored. Repeat the above procedure on the remaining rear brake caliper. Refit the rear road wheels. Lower the car to the ground. Tighten the wheel bolts to the specified torque. Check the hydraulic fluid level. New pads will not give full braking efficiency until they have bedded in. Be prepared for this and avoid hard braking as far as possible for the first 100 miles or so after pad renewal.